Chapter 1: A Spark of Curiosity. Alex gazed out the window of the city bus, his eyes drawn to the bustling streets and the array of vehicles that zipped by. Ever since he could remember, he had been fascinated by the inner workings of cars, trucks, and motorcycles. The way they rumbled to life, the intricate dance of gears and pistons, the complex electrical systems that powered their every function, it all captivated his young mind. As the bus rolled through the heart of the city, Alex couldn't help but notice the various auto repair shops and garages that lined the streets. He watched as mechanics tinkered with engines, their hands moving with practiced precision, and he longed to be a part of that world. The idea of being able to diagnose and fix complex mechanical issues filled him with a sense of excitement and purpose. At 16 years old, Alex was determined to turn his fascination into a career. He had always been a curious and hardworking student, and he knew that the path to becoming a skilled mechanic would require dedication and a willingness to learn. But the prospect of delving into the inner workings of vehicles and solving problems was a challenge he was eager to take on. One day, as Alex was walking home from school, he noticed a small, unassuming garage tucked away on a side street. Intrigued, he peered through the window and saw a seasoned mechanic working on a car, his brow furrowed in concentration. Without hesitation, Alex pushed open the door and stepped inside, his heart racing with anticipation. "Excuse me, sir," Alex said, approaching the mechanic. "I couldn't help but notice your work, and I was wondering if you might be willing to teach me a thing or two about automotive repair." The mechanic looked up, his weathered face breaking into a warm smile. "Well, now, that's quite a request," he said, wiping his grease-stained hands on a rag. "What's your name, son?" "Alex," he replied, his voice brimming with enthusiasm. "I'm really interested in learning how vehicles work, and I'd be honored if you'd be willing to take me on as an apprentice." The mechanic studied Alex for a moment, his eyes narrowing as he considered the young man's request. "You know, it's not every day I get a kid your age who's this eager to learn the trade," he said. "Most of the young'uns these days are more interested in their phones than getting their hands dirty." Alex felt his heart sink, worried that the mechanic might turn him away. But then, the man's face broke into a wide grin. "Well, I'll be," he said, chuckling. "You've got the spark, that's for sure. Tell you what, why don't you stick around and I'll show you a thing or two about what I do here." Alex's face lit up with excitement. "Really? You mean it?" he asked, hardly daring to believe his luck. "Sure do," the mechanic replied, nodding. "Name's Frank, by the way. Now let me show you how we diagnose and repair this old clunker." Frank gestured to the car he had been working on, and Alex eagerly followed him, his eyes drinking in every detail. As Frank explained the various components and their functions, Alex listened intently, his mind buzzing with questions and ideas. Over the next few weeks, Alex became a regular fixture at Frank's garage, spending every spare moment he could there, soaking up knowledge like a sponge. He learned how to use the different tools, how to read diagnostic codes, and how to troubleshoot complex issues. At times, the concept seemed overwhelming, but Frank's patient guidance and encouragement kept Alex motivated and determined to succeed. One day, as Alex was working alongside Frank, a customer pulled up with a car that was making a strange rattling noise. Frank turned to Alex and said, "All right, let's see what you can do. Take a look at it and see if you can figure out what's causing that noise." Alex's heart raced with a mixture of excitement and trepidation. This was his chance to put his newfound skills to the test. Carefully, he began inspecting the vehicle, running his hands over the engine and listening intently for any unusual sounds. He methodically checked each component, drawing on the knowledge he had gained from Frank's teachings. After several minutes of careful examination, Alex's face lit up with a triumphant grin. "I think I've got it," he exclaimed. "The timing belt is loose, and that's causing the rattling noise." Frank nodded approvingly. "Well, look at that," he said, a proud smile spreading across his face. "You've been paying attention, haven't you?" Together, they set to work, carefully adjusting the timing belt and ensuring that the car was running smoothly once again. As the customer drove away, satisfied with the repair, Alex felt a surge of pride and accomplishment. He had taken a significant step towards realizing his dream of becoming a skilled mechanic. From that day on, Alex's passion for automotive repair only grew stronger. He continued to work alongside Frank, tackling increasingly complex challenges and honing his problem solving skills. With each successful repair, his confidence and expertise grew, and he knew that he was well on his way to a fulfilling career in the world of automotive technology.